Here I am. I decided like 45 minutes ago I wanted to do a quick live stream, and it wasn't as quick as I thought. It was half hour. I thought all my stuff was broken, and it's not broken. It's working. Here we are. Oh, there's lag. Oh no. Is there still lag? Oh no. So I've got a couple new songs I'm gonna try on you. These are like really unpracticed, super duper new. This first one I wrote on June 19th. And I wrote it to a prompt, and the prompt was fault line, which had me thinking about earthquakes. And then it had me thinking about debt. And I am one of those millions of Americans who struggles to pay off their college loan. And so this song's a little bit like that, although it doesn't necessarily have to be college debt we're talking about here. But I was thinking about my mom told me that in some of her most difficult days when I was a kid, when they had absolutely no money and couldn't pay the bills, she couldn't even look at them. She'd just kind of like stack them up in a pile in the corner of her desk. We ran out of money a couple years ago, honey. Now we're living off a credit card debt. Got our big college jobs, but when the bills come, it's a presence that I try to forget. I stack them up in piles, throw some flowers down. Romantic desolation, ain't we thriving? Baby, we're living on a fault line. We know the earth could give way anytime, but I got your back and you got mine. Adventures living on a fault line. We moved to California for the sun. Our dreams ain't that the American way. Our parents back home, sure they miss us and they wish us well, but I know they got a lot to say. Mistakes stacking up, should listen when they said, come back home to keep your head above water. Ain't we thriving, thriving? Baby, we're living on a fault line. We know the earth could give way anytime, but I got your back and you've got mine. Adventures living on a fault line. Nobody wants to hear our sad song to privileged kids. Degrees don't mean shit when you can barely exist. I remember when they said you can be anything, kid. Sally Mae's gonna take care of you. First of my family to be more than my hometown. What a trap if I only knew. Interest rates and paying late, working every day, choosing bills or some food on the plate. With our head under the water, ain't we thriving, thriving? Baby, we're living on a fault line. We know the earth could give way anytime, but I got your back and you got mine. Baby, we're living on a fault line. My cousin Ruth just mentioned that the video is not clear and that the audio is going in and out too. Is anyone else experiencing that as well? Please let me know, because I'll halt. I was just gonna do one more song, provided you can hear me okay. Here we go. I don't know if you noticed, today I announced a new t-shirt design. Dan Blakesley is an amazing artist. He's a singer-songwriter. We met at the Falcon Ridge Folk Festival, and he's just like a super cool guy. And at the festival, he was working on some art for a book, and he just has such a particular style, and he does a lot of mermaids. And I have a line in my song about Massachusetts that references mermaids, and I was like, Dan is the guy to make my art. I'm pretty sure he also does art for the Newport Folk Festival. I could be wrong. However, he's amazing. If you want to take a look up above, you can click the link for the new t-shirt design. He did that for my On My Way Massachusetts song. All right, this song, my patrons have already heard this one. I wrote this after I just played the Cedar Ridge Cedar Ridge Songwriter Festival in Colorado. And on the way home, I was just so inspired by all the other writers. And if you ever fly into Logan in Boston, you can take a bus to get to the parking lot. It's a cheaper place to park your car. And I wrote this in the bus between Logan Airport and the parking lot. A little bit tired, a little bit late. I ain't been sleeping much these days. I was hoping for a moment that I could bend your ear some more and show you what these hands are for. It's you, if you want me to. Hey, Rob. Even if it's a long shot, I don't wanna wait another minute. It's my bed, I want you in it. Oh, why are we always running from danger, baby? I wanna take a risk, so come on. If you said no, I wouldn't blame you. Throw our whole world to oblivion. I think you're sweet, I think you know. It's funny how my feelings show. I've tried, but this face ain't lying. 'Cause I turn red when I see you, but you were polite, so nobody knew. It's time, I'm done hiding. Even if you turn away, I don't wanna wait another minute. It's the only way I'm gonna get it. Oh, why are we always running from danger, baby? I wanna take a risk, so come on. If you said no, I wouldn't blame you. Throw our whole world to oblivion. When it's late and you can't sleep, tell me, do you think of me? 'Cause even if it's just a night, I don't wanna wait another minute. I ain't living with a what if. Oh, why are we always running from danger, baby? I wanna take a risk, so come on. If you said no, I wouldn't blame you. Throw our whole world to oblivion. All right, so I'm not sure if the video is like clear or the audio's clear. Apparently there's a lot of people watching on Twitter, X right now. That's wild. So maybe I'll do one more song, and just let you know that I'm really excited about these new t-shirts that I've got up there. Oh, good, good, Rob, I'm glad to hear that. I've got some new t-shirts that you can see up above, and I tried to make them a design that dudes would wear too, because you asked for that, Rob. And also make sure that people know about my cover song that came out 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago. It is a 90s cover that, unless you know me, you might not guess that I would ever sing. So check that out too. I broke up with a guy 'cause he spelled Saturday wrong. Had it been Wednesday, maybe I could understand. But he was cut like stone, and I felt less alone in the arms of a brick of a man. I'm kind of a coward, so I ghosted his ass. Now I've heard he's saving lives with his bare hands. There's nothing wrong with him, or was it me? Time's not wasted, though it didn't go too well. Self-inflicted heartbreak hell, but I walked away a little closer to myself. I met my dirty dentist in 9th grade French, and he had this kind of bad boy thing. We'd make out in his car and he'd take it too far, but at least he liked the way I sing. The lines got blurred with his hand up my shirt. I didn't get enough, so my heart gathered. There's something with inflicted heartbreak hell, but I walked away a little closer to myself. Now he liked history and I like history, and it should have been as simple as that. He was cute and smart, played bad guitar, and he really liked to pet my cat. It took a little while to find a chink in the armor. Could have overlooked his temper, could have tried a little harder. There's something wrong with him, it wasn't me. Time's not wasted, though it didn't go too well. Self-inflicted heartbreak hell, but I walked away a little closer to myself. I walked away a little closer to myself. So my screen, it's like randomly fading out. So we'll see if this video worked okay. I'm glad that I got to see Ruth and Rob, and I will try my darndest to do a regular evening live stream sooner rather than later. My gosh, there's a lot of people watching on Twitter right now. That's so funny. What is happening with Twitter? I never even tweet. What? It almost makes me feel like I should do another song because there's a lot of people watching on Twitter. That's wild. Okay. Oh. Anyway, I digress. Please give my 90s cover a stream and check out the new t-shirts, and I will see you again soon.